And the studio, knowing that this movie is going to be problematic, they tried to maximize profits by doing an international day and date release. What that means is, at a period in time when in the Hollywood studios were doing these sort of timed releases, where a movie will open in one market, and then a week or two later open in another market, and then a week or two later open in another market. So basically the movie kind of goes on like a world tour, allowing it to get, build up word of mouth. And by the time it gets to that third or fourth market, it's this huge gargantuan success. And it was all based on the goodwill and the word of mouth because people are all excited. Marvel was doing stuff like that. The Star Wars movies were doing stuff like that. A lot of the successful IP franchises at the time were not doing simultaneous international day and date releases. It was just a way to try to extend the life of the movie and extend the profits of the movie. When it came to BVS, since they knew the word of mouth is going to stink, we had better release we release this in every single market at the very same time so everyone can see it. We can have a crazy opening weekend and then just hope for the best after that. And look, it worked temporarily. I remember when that weekend came out, it was like a big deal. It was actually some sort of world record that when it opened to like 393 million or 397 million worldwide in one weekend, it had broken a record, and it gave this false impression that the movie was a success, but unfortunately, it was misleading. It was misleading because by weekend 2, the historic drops, the movie went off a cliff where almost like a 70% drop occurred from weekend 1 to weekend 2 because everyone who did turn up on weekend 1, aside from 25% of them, most of them told their friends, it wasn't so good, or it was terrible. And now Henry Cavill's Superman was at this, once again, in this vulnerable position where he had 2 movies under his belt, but neither one had been well received. In fact, they were getting worse received as we went along. It was not a good place for Henry Cavill's Superman, and his woes would continue.